What is up, guys? It is your boy, Darth Gaffer here with another new video. If you don't know, I made a video called Top 5 Movies, I believe yesterday. It might have been the day before. But I feel like those random type of videos are pretty easy to make and may do good in the future. So, if you guys expect me to do my top 5 movies, why would I not do video games? Because personally, video games has mainly been the current point of my channel right now, and why not video games? If you have watched Mojo, you will have been familiar with the one game per franchise, and that will be here currently. So that's why this list will not be full of Call of Duty games. It will be pretty easy to expect what one or two could be, but if you've been on my channel, you'll probably know the list already. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Coming in at our number 5 spot, we have, I wanted to include one Pokemon game, but I am not the biggest fan of Pokemon. And my favorite Pokemon game is the most unusual out of all of them because a lot of people don't like it. We have Pokemon Black specifically. The reason I like this game is because it has a lot of different features besides catching Pokemon and battling. The trading system is very weird, but the game is pretty solid. The story is better. It's very unique and actually adds a little bit darker type of air, like a little bit darker theme, which is pretty good in my opinion because Pokemon is starting to get more serious now, and I like that. I don't know, some people may hate it, but I'm personally a big fan. Pokemon Black, I feel like it's the most underrated out of all of the Pokemon games. If we look at Pokemon games, I feel like if there is a Pokemon game that if a fan would say all the games, they may forget Pokemon Black or White. But I'm here to say that Black and White is my favorite, and it is very unique. So, this is coming in at number 5, and I'll be right back with you for the number 4 spot. So, give me a minute. Sorry. Alright, so coming in at our number 4 spot, we have another type of unusual one, but a franchise that is very unique. We have Super Smash Bros. Brawl on the Wii. This game was a blast to play, like any other Smash Brothers. You had a buttload of characters, not too much, and all of them are Nintendo, besides Snake being in the game. And the characters were very unique, and they weren't too far. The final Smashes were very good. Like, there was a new addition to the franchise that is now in the game. And it has been a staple, and sort of, yeah. Now, I feel like the Wii U and the 3D version are getting a little bit of slack in my opinion because it's very weird because the game consists of way too many characters and it's way too much. But the new addition to downloadable content characters have not been good. But I'm talking about Brawl, not Wii U and 3D. But this game is very solid. I want to say my favorite fighter in this game, and that would be Samus from the Metroid Prime series, which is my favorite fighter. My also favorites were Kirby, Meta Knight, if you don't remember him. Well, he was OP. If you're gonna go against him for Meta Knight, make sure the person playing Meta Knight is a noob, because Meta Knight is OP, but yeah. There's a lot of good features. The end game boss, very cool, and it is at my number 4 spot. Coming in at number 3, this is where the franchise world really bit me straight in the butt. If I had to pick one Call of Duty game, it would have to be BO2. There's going to be haters in the chat. A lot. And then there's going to be people who are praying me to God for saying BO2. BO2 is a great game. My favorite weapon was the Remington. Everything was my favorite. I liked everything, even bad guns I loved, because they're all unique. The game was futuristic, of course, but not too futuristic, like Advanced Warfare. But this game nothing was bad in this game, besides transit. I just gave you guys 5 seconds to relax that I mentioned transit. But yeah, the zombies was great. The multiplayer was great. The camping brought in a new feature that we actually don't see in any other Call of Duties, and that is multiple endings, which I think was good. They might, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed multiple endings. I will be right back because I need to go to the bathroom. So, I'll see you guys for number 2. But, before I get to number 2 and 1, I can already tell when I say 2, people are going to know it's number 1. So, because there's 2 video games, I won't say them, that I talk about the most on this channel. And those are going to be 2 and 1. But I want you guys to take a minute to decide. So you can think about it when I'm in the honorable mentions. Be honest what you think number 1 is gonna be, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so we are back at the honorable mentions. It wouldn't have been any time for you, but I had to go do something real quick. But no, I'm back. I'm pretty sure you guys know. But honorable mentions, we have Call of Duty World at War. My second favorite Call of Duty game, Halo Reach. Very extremely close to reaching number 6. Extremely. I've never been a big fan of the Halo games. But you guys know that. Well, you guys pretty much know that Halo Reach is a pretty good game. It just there's one problem with it that I have, which I don't exactly know. But another one is Star Wars Battlefront 2 PC Edition. Or the original Battlefront 2. Not the new one, the original. This game is very good and very underrated. People think Star Wars Battlefront is actually the first Battlefront game. No, it is not. It's actually the third. A lot of people don't know that. Second one's actually the fourth. Coincidence? I think not. But Street Fighter 4, never been a big fan of Street Fighter. But I like the game. That's why it's 2 seconds of fame, Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat 2 or 1. Alright, Mortal Kombat, the arcade collection, is fine. Fine with me. Any of those are pretty good games, but the arcade collection is what hit the spot. Last one is I wanted to include one arcade game, excluding Mortal Kombat. We have Centipede. This is a game that I'm pretty sure a lot of you know of. And I know a lot of you are aware of this game. You guys know it's a classic. And yeah, I like the game. It wouldn't have been on my list, but there's way too much stuff. Last honorable mention, Dead by Daylight. It's too new to be on the list, but too good to be on the list. It's weird. The game is very unique, and there's barely any games like it. And that's why Friday the 13th is going to be horrible. But, time to go for number 2. I'll be right back. Bam. Sorry, guys. Alright. And coming in at number 2, we have a game a lot of people would expect to be number 1. We have The Walking Dead Season 1. Specifically, Season 1. I like them all. Season 1 is best. I do not want to go too deep on this. This may be very quick, and I'm sorry. I could be all day describing this game. Same with the TV show. But it's too much for me. And I think you guys could watch my past videos and understand the story just fine. Or, if you guys, I can attempt to do a 5-minute summary video of Walking Dead Season 1, and then Walking Dead Season 2, then Walking Dead A New Frontier. I like those videos, and I'm pretty sure you guys would enjoy to see this. But 5 minutes is a challenge. Even the guy who actually makes it had to do 9 minutes. IGN had to do 9 minutes. That's how much is in the game. So Walking Dead Season 1 is a very good game. It follows the adventures of Lee and Clementine. Lee is arrested at the start of the game. They crash, and then he goes and gets out. He gets out of his car because the car crashed, and then he finds a little girl named Clementine, finds her in her home, and then they continue straight forward to look for her parents, which Clementine told Lee, which is the main character, that they are in Savannah. And the ending, and no more spoilers. If you haven't played the game, I extremely recommend to play it. Even more than my number 1 pick. My number 1 pick is the most obvious thing you've ever seen. Team Fortress 2. Where do I begin? The classes. This game, or the online multiplayer. This game is massively fun. It spawned a bunch of games that, like Overwatch, Bloodborne, and multiple others. Arena shooters are very underrated. Quake did start it, but I think TF2 is better because I play Quake. TF2 has 9 different classes. Heavy, Demo Man, Soldier, Scout, Spy, Medic. I actually forgot some of them. Spy, Engineer, and the last one. I may need to look it up because heavy. I don't know. Movie Scout. I think I said that. I don't know, but each character does certain things. The story is surprisingly well for a game that doesn't even tell it. Not as good as like The Walking Dead Telltale, of course, but very good. The online multiplayer is awesome. The objective gamer is awesome. The TF2 community, awesome. But sort of dying and moving over to another game. But we're not here to roast on Overwatch, aren't we? No, we're not. TF2 has a very interesting mod community, everything is interesting. Game modes are unlimited, and there's a lot of old game modes that are better than the newer game modes. You can still get on them pretty well. And there's TF2, since Overwatch is killing it, it's sort of rising back up in a way, in my opinion. But TF2 will remain an all-time classic for me, and I don't know if you guys like it, but I do. This is my list, not yours! Could you give me a minute so I could calm down and murder something? Thank you. Last thing that I want to talk about in the game. MVM, the additional side game mode, which turned into 25% of TF2. The other 75% was made out of hat. And TF2, just MVM changed the TF2 community a lot. That update was my favorite, and people could play against robots in co-op, which was a very interesting game mode for the time and was very good. Even Overwatch had to make that game mode and failed so miserably. But TF2, it's not my favorite FPS. BO2 is. Because I need you guys to remember, TF2 is not an FPS. It is the best, only, and first war-themed hat simulator. Eventually, fidget spinners will become a knife reskin. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. But thanks for watching, guys. Yeah. One last thing is I have 2 other videos that I would like to do. You can either go to the link in the description and go on Twitter and vote which video you would like me to make next, which will be in about a week. And in the comments. This will only last for 3 days, and so vote in the comments. I'll do what I see most of. And on Twitter. I prefer you do Twitter, because I'll be following mostly off of Twitter. And, yeah, Twitter description will be in the link below. But, all of that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. This is Darth Gaffer, out.